In the shadows of Tehran, two men are led to the gallows. Their crime? Launching crude mortars at schools and homes, allegedly on orders from a militant opposition group once allied with Saddam Hussein. Iran calls them terrorists. Rights groups call it torture and a show trial. This is the story of the MEK's return to Iran's execution list after 16 long years. Iran has executed two members of the banned Mujahideen-e-Khalq, the MEK, opposition group for targeting civilian infrastructure with homemade projectiles. The judiciary news agency Mizan reported on July 27th that Mehdi Hassani and Behrouz Ehsani-Eslamloo, described as operational elements of the MEK, were hanged following a Supreme Court verdict that denied their appeal for a retrial. The charges included mohareba, an Islamic term meaning waging war against God, destroying public property, and being members of a terrorist organization. Iranian authorities accused them of building launchers and handheld mortars in Tehran and using them to attack homes, schools, public facilities, and charity centers.
The terrorists, in coordination with MEK leaders, had set up a team house in Tehran where they built launchers and handheld mortars in line with the group's goals, fired projectiles heedlessly at citizens, homes, service and administrative facilities, educational and charity centers, and also carried out propaganda and information-gathering activities in support of the MEK.
Iranian state media claimed the attacks were part of a broader plan orchestrated by the MEK's leadership in Albania. Ehsani-Eslamloo was reportedly a long-time MEK affiliate, with ties dating back to the 1980s. He was previously imprisoned and later reactivated for operations inside Iran. In 2022, he was arrested while allegedly attempting to flee into Turkey, carrying weapons, disguises, and materials for building mortars. Little is publicly known about Mehdi Hassani, but reports suggest he was a recent recruit involved in logistical support and propaganda efforts within the Tehran cell. The semi-official Tasnim news agency alleged that he was sent back into Iran to form underground terror cells and lead a campaign of violence against civilian and government targets. Meanwhile, rights groups have strongly condemned the executions. Amnesty International criticized the trial as grossly unfair and said the accused were subjected to torture and forced confessions.
According to informed sources, agents interrogated them without lawyers present and subjected them to torture and other ill treatment, including beatings and prolonged solitary confinement, to extract self-incriminating statements.
Mariam Rajavi, the exiled leader of the National Council of Resistance of Iran, of which the MEK is the primary component, hailed the two men as martyrs.
Honor to these steadfast Mujahideen, who, after 3 years of unwavering resistance under torture, pressure, and threats, fulfilled their solemn pledge to God and the people with pride and dignity.
The MEK, or People's Mujahideen Organization of Iran, has a controversial legacy. Initially a Marxist Islamist force, it fought the Shah's regime and US targets in the 1970s before falling out with Ayatollah Khomeini's new regime in 1979. During the Iran-Iraq War, it backed Saddam Hussein, an alliance that still taints its reputation inside Iran. The group was previously designated as a terrorist organization by the US and EU until 2012. This is Iran's first execution of MEK members since 2009. It comes amid heightened tensions following a 12-day conflict with Israel and ongoing instability inside the Islamic Republic, including unexplained explosions across the country and renewed nuclear talks with Western powers. Iran remains one of the world's leading users of capital punishment. According to the UN, at least 901 people were executed in Iran in 2024, marking the highest total since 2015.